My name is Petit Prince, but you can call me LPP. My name refers to the greatest musician of all time, but it's also a reference to the French children's book of the same name. That book helped to define the lives of generations of people around the world, just as Prince did for so many, including the life of the guy who made me, Troy Gua. Troy is an artist of many disciplines, and when he made me, it was intended as just something fun to take his mind off of the struggles of the world and the day-to-day grind. He took some pictures, posted them online, and things changed quickly. Fans from around the world began to take notice and request that Troy put me in all sorts of clothes and scenarios to recreate the memories they had of their hero. Troy took these requests as a fun challenge and began the project in earnest. Troy started getting requests for posters, t-shirts, and calendars. After some serious consideration, he felt what he was doing was creating something new with his images, and decided that it would be okay to fulfill these requests. What he didn't think about was the use of Prince's name and trademarks in this merchandise. He soon got a cease and desist letter from Prince's law team addressing these uses. Troy immediately complied, stopped selling any merchandise, which, incidentally, is legally completely different from selling artwork, such as framed, limited edition prints. Troy still feels that if he had been taken to court, he would have come out on top based on the Fair Use Act and parody law, but he didn't want to fight his hero. Fighting would have been in direct opposition to what the spirit of the project was and is about, celebrating the genius of Prince Rogers Nelson, Troy's biggest and most profound inspiration. I believe Prince would have respected that Troy carried on expressing himself with his art, because Prince certainly wouldn't have allowed anyone or anything to stop him from making his art. So, Troy is actually following Prince's prime example by continuing to express his artistic freedom. After a time of reflection, Troy regrouped and restarted the project using his own likeness, called it Le Petit Troy, and took it in a different direction. But then he felt compelled to revisit me, careful not to use anything that might be claimed as infringing. The early photos from 2012 were really just snapshots of me, but when Troy returned to the project, it transformed into something unexpected for him. It became a way to relive moments that meant so much to him, to all the fans. It became a way to memorialize the feelings we had when we heard a certain song, when we attended a particular concert, or when we witnessed breathtaking performances. The pictures turned into staged images with art direction, and the project became more about capturing the essence of Troy's genius hero than just pictures of an inanimate object. It became art. Now, let me clarify some things about me, and answer a few questions for Troy. Despite what you may assume, there is not an army of LPPs. I am a handcrafted, one-of-a-kind artwork, a closet full of handmade outfits, props, and a small selection of heads with different facial expressions. So essentially, I am one entity, with many interchangeable parts. I am unique, just like the man I was made to celebrate. Why are my eyes and head so big? There are a couple of reasons, actually. Troy has been fascinated by the visual style of Jerry Anderson's super marionation characters since he was a kid. The characters were amazing motorized marionettes that served as actors for many fantastical movies and TV shows in the 1960s and 70s, such as Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet. They originally had big heads to hold all the mechanics that controlled their facial features, and this style was used to incredible effect by Matt Stone and Trey Parker in the movie Team America: World Police. Also, the way I look accentuates my features and raises my cute factor by a lot. Something the Japanese call kawaii. I was never meant to accurately represent Mr. Nelson anatomically. I'm a living caricature in 3D. No, I am not for sale. I never have been. Remember, there's only one of me. I exist as the vehicle for the art, the carefully staged and photographed images that Troy makes. And these images are Troy's way of memorializing the moments that mean so much to him and Prince's countless fans, in what he hopes is a surreal, fantastical, otherworldly way that also, hopefully, delights. I'm not a Barbie doll. I'm not an action figure. I help make art. If If I were made into a mass-produced doll, I would lose all my magic. What would be the point of what Troy does then? Not to mention, I don't even want to think about what folks would do with me. I Troy would like to thank everyone who has shown interest in the LPP as art project. He is very grateful for all the kindness, support, positivity, and love you have sent. He hopes his work can help to heal your broken hearts over this unfathomable loss. It helps him to make it. Until we meet again, for Troy and myself, LPP over and out. Prince forever. LPP as art.